So first of all, ooh, John, looks nice. Carbon fiber on the front, and then gas cap, back, cruze emblem. I'm taking off the eco emblem. I don't know how I'm gonna do that though. Huh? So on the back, so that one's gonna be carbon fiber. That's gonna be carbon fiber, and then the bow tie back here is gonna be carbon fiber, and then I'm taking this off, the eco part, and then I'm gonna make that carbon fiber, which is gonna be a lot harder. The cruze part of it, but the other parts will be really easy.
Just take fishing line.
Yeah. Heat gun fishing line, easy. We did that with one of my buddy's Tacomas.
Yeah, right.
And then carbon fiber gas cap. I can't think of the word. Carbon fiber gas cap. Carbon fiber gas cap. John, did you do the... Oh, never mind, you're on the phone. Did he do the 3 stripes on purpose? I don't think he did. On his gas cap.
Yeah.
Oh, he did that on purpose?
Yeah, I was like, it looks dope.
Yeah, no, it does. And carbon fiber gas cap, as always. Oh, hey, you got that done too. Nice. Are you going to try and hammer this back in? Make it flat? No? What? Alright, so today I am going to be replacing my coolant reservoir. These are the tools that you're going to need. Pliers for back here, there's a clip. Goes back here, which is where the reservoir goes. This is the old one. So as you can tell, it's leaking right here. As you can see all the coolant coming through. Also, it looks dirty as fuck. This is the new one. I don't know why this one has metal inside of it, but I guess that's good. Also, Dex Cool is Chevy specific. This is for my 2012 Chevy Cruze. So there are a couple steps for doing this. As you can tell, it says no pressure washing, but that's only if you're an idiot and you do it like super close. But when the coolant was leaking out of there, it got down. You can kind of see all the coolant down on the bottom. So definitely first thing is to clean it. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use a sponge and I'm just gonna drip it over here to get all the water and soap off of, like so. Get it full of water, soap, bring it around. Basically just, you're just trying to get all, so that's good enough. More so, you just want to use water than soapy water, but I guess that works. And later I'll go get a water bottle and get all that stuff and make sure it's just water, because if not, then at that point you're just burning coolant, so that's bad. Alright, so here's the new one. As you can tell on the bottom, kind of over here. So there's a clip, or I guess an insert, and that insert's right there. So when you put it in, you just put it in down and then move it up. Here, I'll try to do it one-handed. It's never easy one-handed. No, that ain't gonna work. Alright, so now that I got that pushed in, there's a, back here, it won't really focus, but back here it kind of slides in right there. And then there's this clip that I talked about earlier that actually just slides on one side. And then it definitely helps to use the pliers, but that's mostly to get it off. To get it on the other hand, basically you just have to have it pushed right next to each other. So I'll show you after I'm done. The main thing that you want to make sure of is that the curved side right here is on the outside, because that's where the bump is on there. So that's pretty simple. But now it's in place. So now you have your 2 hoses that you have to put back on, which are this one. Obviously the smaller one goes on top. and the bigger one down here goes on the bottom. Once you get those on, that's where the pliers come in handy, because then you need to get this pushed all the way back forward and that pushed all the way back forward, and then basically you're done. And then I'll show you the process of what to do with the coolant and everything. Alright, so one thing that I forgot to mention before is that you're going to need a funnel. Pretty easy, I would think. That's for the coolant, obviously. So when you pour it in, I would recommend getting the short stout, like so. Put it in there, pour it, fill it all the way up to the fill point where there's an arrow right there. And let it drain. Come over here to this right here, if you look. This hose right here, this is the upper from your radiator, and you'll want to pump that. And then there's also one over there that you're going to want to pump. That'll get everything flowing through by yourself. And then pour it and just keep doing that until it stops flowing through. And also with the hoses, I would recommend getting the bottom one on first with the clamp, because this one is a pain in the ass to do. So this one first, then this one. And then pour it in, squeeze it like I said, pour more in, squeeze, pour, keep going until you can't do either. And then start it up, rev it, watch your coolant temperatures and play with it, and then take it for a test drive and you should be good to go. Well, I would say the moral of the story is garbage. If you have leakage, look for the seal in between. Garbage. Not garbage, very clean. Also, make sure that your coolant is already distilled, or not distilled, but diluted, because I didn't have 50-50 and I didn't realize that, so I just poured water in and it should be set. But make sure that it's 50-50, 60-40, whatever you get, make sure it's Dex Cool as well.